I'm Chris Turimus with Matt Lautner Cattle TV. We're here at the 2011 Kansas State Fair. We're in our Supreme Champion Heifer Drive, sponsored by Silverline Genetics. We're joined here by Glenn Taves. We'll be talking to him here in a few seconds about this outstanding lineup and his upcoming sale on October 29th. We've got a great lineup of heifers from top to bottom. We've got some females that stand out in our mind as being some major contenders. The female there in the 3-hole, the Heat Wave Sire Champion Key heifer, shown by Hannah Talkington there, the one that's chromed up coming into view. Certainly one that we like really well. The judge took his time making that decision, and that was one of the tougher divisions we saw all day. Certainly a major contender out here. Another heifer that was in a really stout divisions down here to your left, the Champion Shorthorn. She was a female that certainly stood out to us as being a super stout heifer. From the judge's point of view, she may have been the stoutest heifer he saw all day. That Shorthorn was one of Chance's favorites throughout the day. It was shown by Garrett Brunk, entry number 220. And then the heifer there in our Champion AOB division, shown by Madison Ratliff, raised by Mid-Continent Farms from Washington, Kansas. That female there on your view from the rear view, that smoke female, is certainly one that we feel may be the one to beat. As I said, our judge for the day is Randy Perry from Prather, California. Has done an outstanding job. As I said, joined here by Glenn. Glenn, a couple heifers, as I just said, we think are contenders are the Champion Key, Champion Shorthorn, and Champion AOB. Just real quick, what are your thoughts of this lineup, and maybe what your favorite heifer is?
I will say the lineup looks good from top to bottom. We've had a good set of quality heifers come through here all day, starting with the Angus and ending with the commercial heifer. But I definitely agree. I think that there's a couple heifers out here that the judge may like a little more than others. Big-bodied, sound, good doing females. Personally, my favorite's probably that AOB heifer, not just because we got beat by her in class, but she's one that you really got to like in terms of doability and fleshing ability, and one you really got to appreciate for that. So that's definitely my favorite of the group.
I wouldn't disagree with you there. I know I talked to Briggs Stewart there last night, and he said you got to wait and see that one tomorrow in the AOB show, and she certainly didn't let me down and let anybody else down here today. An outstanding female there that Madison Ratliff showing, certainly as we think the one to beat probably out here in this drive. Glenn, obviously I know you've got the sale coming up there for Silverline Genetics on the 29th of October. Can you give us a little bit of background of what we can expect and how we can get in touch with you and when we can see the calves?
Yeah, we actually still have most of the calves on the cows right now. It's been a real hot summer down here and real dry, but we've kind of got a late start, but those calves are coming real long, real nice with this cooler weather, and we'll get them weaned here in the next week or so, and we'll actually have, it's actually 2 sales on one day. It's kind of a private treated deal, and we have a bid off as well. If you're interested in coming and looking at those calves, they'll be available for viewing right outside Hutchinson here, 15 minutes just down the road on Highway 50, and you can come by anytime after October 1st, and there's about 40 head of calves, steers and heifers, all breeds, so there's plenty to look at.
Certainly got quite an offering there at Silverline. I guess, Glenn, if you don't mind, can you give us your telephone number and maybe a website that we can look at those calves earlier on?
Yes, the website is actually under construction, but should be up here very soon, and that is at silverlinegenetics.com. And telephone number to reach me at would be 620-386-0170, or my wife at 316-461-3523.
Well, you got the way to get a hold of Glenn. Definitely check for that website coming very shortly. I'm going to kick it over here to my partner in crime here at the Kansas State Fair, Chance Lautner. Chance, obviously I know you like those three we sort of talked about. Just real quick, if you don't mind, give us your final thoughts on this outstanding day of breeding heifers we saw at the Kansas State Fair.
Well, it's been a fun fair to cover, and we'll see what his selection is here in just a minute.
Well, it certainly, as Chance said, been a fun couple of days in Hutchinson, Kansas. Great set of facilities, outstanding set of cattle, and even a better set of kids. As we said, our judge is Randy Perry. Beginning to move around the ring one more time to look at these heifers. Just moving past that Champion Shorthorn, coming past the Champion Simmental towards that AOB that we suspect will be our champion. And yes, it'll be the champion shown by Madison Ratliff from the AOB division. a female we thought would be the one to beat, and she certainly is an outstanding individual. Congratulations to Madison Ratliff and Mid-Continent Farms, who raised that intriguing smoky female. Quite the honor. Congratulations to Madison. Glenn, any final thoughts on that awesome show heifer?
Oh, that's the one you really got to like. I mean, she's good neck, she's good shouldered, she's still big-bodied and gets out and travels real well and got plenty of muscle for a brood cow, so it'll be interesting to see what he follows her up with.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Brigg told me she's double clean, so the breeding options on that one are unlimited for that female. So congratulations once again to Madison Ratliff from McPherson County, Kansas. And yes, it'll be that Champion Angus shown by Jennifer Hager. I thought that might have been a sleeper. I just didn't think she was old enough or mature enough to be up there, but for an Angus female, she's one of the highest quality Angus we've seen through the 6 state fairs we've been to. So congratulations to Jennifer Hager, your Reserve Supreme Champion female here at the Kansas State Fair. We're going to continue on and pick our top 5. We've got our top 2, the Champion AOB shown by Madison Ratliff, our Reserve Supreme shown by Jennifer Hager, our Champion Angus. And our 3rd overall female will be that Heat Wave sired female that was one of our favorites from the Kianina division, shown by Hannah Talkington. Congratulations to the Talkington family, an outstanding Heat Wave sired heifer to be your 3rd overall female. The female coming into contention from that Kianina division was shown by Quentin Ediger. That was certainly a female that our judge described as being one of his favorites, being super big-bodied, really stout. Reads to be a brood cow, not quite as flashy or as attractive as the one that is going to be our 3rd overall, but certainly a powerhouse from shoulders back. And our 4th overall female will be the Champion Simmental, shown by Allison Ottensmeyer from Oskaloosa, Kansas. An outstanding baldy female that super sound, really attractive, really high quality Simmental female. Any thoughts on that one, Glenn?
Oh, that's one from a cow perspective. Randy Perry is a cow producer, so definitely he's going to like that one, the way she's built and gets out and travels, and she's really cowy, so that doesn't hurt my feelings at all with that one being in the top 5.
She's certainly a high-quality Simmental female. Our judge is moving around the ring to get his 5th overall. He's moving back towards that Reserve Kianina heifer. Up the line towards the Charolais and Angus. He's right there on top of the Limousine Champion, shown by Randy Corns. And yes, it'll be the Champion Limousine, shown by Randy Corns, for your 5th overall female here at the Kansas State Fair. Well, quite a female show in Hutchinson, Kansas. An exceptional representation of the state of Kansas's beef industry. 5 outstanding females to be your Supreme overall. Once again, congratulations to Madison Ratliff, your Supreme Champion. A female raised by Mid-Continent Farms, the Stewart family. And once again, thanks to Glenn Taves. Glenn, any final thoughts on this great breeding heifer show here in Kansas?
Oh, I think that's a good representation of Kansas, and I appreciate you guys coming out here and covering the show for us. So,
well, once again, thanks to Glenn Taves and his new wife, Tess Steckline Taves. And be sure to check out SilverlineGenetics.com here very shortly. Give them a shout for their great sale coming up on the 29th. And we really appreciate our Supreme sponsor once again, Sullivan Supply. Check out SullivanSupply.com.